Hi guys, welcome back. I just wanted to say I missed you guys last week. I'm so glad to be back. I wasn't feeling well last week, and thank you for your patience in coming back this week. Uh, Glad to be back. I want to hear your comments. If you're new to the show, I am so happy that you're here. Stop in, let me know what's on your mind. See, let's chop it up, and we're going to jump right on in there. And I want to hear your comments. If you haven't subscribed and you're just trying to check us out, I am the Real Bionic Lady, the black one, and the reason why I call myself the black one is because there are real bionic parts, as you know, but my part, I'm a recent amputee. I lost my leg about 2 years ago, and my leg plugs in at night. and I work out. I do the whole gamut of everything that everybody else does, and you would never know by watching me walk or seeing me on the street that I am an amputee. So it's pretty good stuff. God has been really good to me. And today's show, we're going to talk about women of color dating in New York over the age of 40. And the reason why I picked New York, New York is where I live. But this, what we're going to talk about, is true of any metropolitan area. Okay, so everywhere you go where there's a city and there's an abundance of men and women, there are going to be dynamics that are going to be truer in that area than, say, rural areas where people tend to have more of a sense of family, values and commitment, and so forth and so on. So I therefore always say, there's a difference between Southern gentlemen and and um, and northern men. But we'll get into that in a minute. We're not gonna go real rough on that one. We're not gonna, not really. Who's this? Who's all these? What's all this going on? What you talking about, Nen? Nen, Southern Nen? Yes, they are the best men ever. The best men. I love them, a Southern man. New York man ain't shit. Mama, this is a clean show. You can't talk like that. You clean. I'm not clean. You are clean. Anyway, yeah, don't emulate me. I'll smack you. Okay? I'll smack you. Say I won't. I got you. I got you. I got you. Can we move on? Yes. So, like I was saying, uh, the dynamics are true depending on the area. Men, Southern men have a more of a Southern family feel. They're quicker to marry than men in the metropolitan area, and that dynamic even becomes more micro as we talk about race. So black men maybe may not be as readily willing to marry in southern parts as, say, southern white men are. Okay, so what I wanted to talk first about is what I have found. Okay, I am a single black woman, and I have found that finding companionship and fun and peace in Christ has made me feel a lot less desperate in need of a man. In need of a man. Now, do I want a man? Yeah, I do. But I don't feel like I need a man. Okay? And I would, and if I had him, I would show him that I did need him. Don't get me wrong, but I don't feel like I'm not complete without a man. Okay? And so, therefore, I don't know what it is to be lonely as a result of my relationship with Jesus, not as a result of my religion. Okay. Again, I chose to talk about New York because this is where I live, born and raised. But I also wanted to talk about that the issue that I'm talking about. I did a little research and I dug and saw that dating issues that we face is universal, and that it affects black and white women. But black women are worse. It affects black women worse. And so in the metropolitan area, there's a saying that I hold true for myself and for my life, and that is that dumb women manufacture dumb men. Okay? And that's to say, why would a man say, I'm going to spend time trying to pursue this woman of virtue who is not going to have sex with me right away, versus trying to spend time and money on a woman who may never give in to my sexual needs? So that kind of thinking dominates a metropolitan area. And so, therefore, women of virtue are very few and far and in between, because men, it's like a vicious cycle. We won't let men rise up to the top, and men therefore won't rise up to the top. So it's like, it's a vicious cycle of promiscuity and of broken morality, so forth and so on. And I know I sound like a stick in the mud, like I've never done nothing, and that's not where I'm coming from with it. Okay, because that's so not me. Okay, I haven't been around the world and but I know about the You feel what I'm telling you? Anyway, so a woman who has standards makes a man have to stand up and be a man. And him trying to come to be a man, well, it sounds easy, right? It sounds like it sounds like I have a dilemma that you don't have. Like, because I'm an amputee, I'm not, I don't know what it is that everybody else is facing. And what I'm saying to you is it's kind of worse. It honestly is, it is kind of worse, because I get attention everywhere I go, not because I'm an amputee, but because I'm a 6'2" black woman. Okay. And everywhere I go, and I love colors, and so I stand out in a crowd, and that's my truth. Everywhere I go, people stare at me, and men talk to me, and so in my head, I could be one of those people, and I'm often tempted, don't get me wrong, to be one of those women who's like, oh, but I'm hormonal. I want to fulfill that need, if nothing else but that need. But my relationship with Christ dictates otherwise. My relationship with Christ says, you know what, Xiomara? The Real Bionic Lady. Wait. There's something better for you coming up. And therefore, God has really peeled some things off of me that I didn't even want peeled off. I was like, I didn't even want to not do that. I wanted to stay right where I was with that. I was comfortable with that one. Yep. I like that sin. You know what I mean? And so as a result, he is preparing me to be a woman of virtue that I'm surprised at. I don't even know that I like this chick. It's funny because God has me doing things like sleeping in white sheets and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, I didn't intend to share this with you, by the way. I had no intentions of sharing this with you. But that's my truth, you know. Anyway, my point in saying any of this is that when we are in relationship with God, He begins to change us, really, really change us. You know what I mean? And in part two, we'll talk about some of those changes that are necessary for us as a people, for us as black women. You know what I mean? And not just to be suitable for a mate, but to be suitable, period, unto God and unto ourselves. You feel me? Like, it's not just about finding a man. That's not what life is about. So I'm not just sitting waiting, or trying to find a man. You dig what I'm saying? Like, that's not that's not where I'm at with it. That's just not where I'm at with it. Anyway, we'll talk on the next video.